Clue 2, here we go. I finished last night. Today is Friday. Clue 2 dropped yesterday. I was not ready. I don't know how to show it. If it was in shot, it would be easier for you to see what I'm trying to do. So take that end off. That's the front. That's oh my gosh, noodled up here. So I'm going to show you it like this so that it doesn't. I'm going to put that on. It doesn't all come off the needle because that's the last thing I need. Okay, so I did my bubbles. Here are the bubbles. Finished, all finished. Clue 2. Yay me. And then a triangle. And then a semicircle. And then a triangle and a semicircle and a triangle on the end. I sat and sewed my ends in. It doesn't say to sew ends in. No, my luck, there'll be some sort of cast on going on at this end, because I think that's probably too wide to be the top of a shawl. Bottom of a shawl. Yeah, that is what I meant. It's going outwards that way, and that's not going to be the bottom. It's too wide. So there's undoubtedly going to be some casting on, and I probably wasted time sewing ends in, but actually I find that therapeutic when I want to be doing something but I don't want to be knitting. So yeah, there we go. Now then, I've had a look at Clue 2 and there's 2 options, plus there is the mohair dare edition thrown in there, and contrary to what's happened in other years, the idea is to put the mohair in on its own rather than added to the yarn that's in already, and I'm pretty happy with that, because I feel like this would mute that, and I love that yarn. So this is my mohair. It was obviously intended to match up with the original colour that I'd chosen. That's a pretty decent, actually no, in the camera that doesn't look so matchy, but in real life it is a little bit better than that, but it doesn't matter because I'm not using that. So there's 2 options for this next bit. Ignore her, we all do. I can either do eyelets, which he is phrasing as the quicker option, the easier option as well, let's be honest, or you can do brioche. Now, I've been waiting to learn brioche for a long time. I would love to learn brioche. However, I prefer the look of the eyelets. So I've got a bit of a decision to make. Or I could do one of each, maybe. I was kind of hoping to see some testers' pictures, test knitters' pictures, to see if anybody had done that and what that looked like. So my heart wants to go with eyelets because I think it looks nicer. But my head says go brioche because you'll be disappointed if you don't. But also he says if you're going to do brioche, practice it. I don't want to waste knitting time practicing. Maybe I'll just do brioche another day. I don't know. So yeah, I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee and percolate on that one. And I'll let you know where I went later. I'm off out to lunch today, hence the I just hope that it'll be a good lunch, because you know, even putting clothes on at the moment tires me out. So My friend's coming to pick me up, and I just hope I'd be decent company, because quite frankly all I want to do is sleep these days. It's normal for post-operation healing. 4 weeks today, exactly 4 weeks ago today, I had my op, and yeah, best thing I ever did. I feel good. I just tired, and I get quite nauseous around lunch times as well, so let's see how that goes. Okay, right, well, I think I'm just going to sit and look at my lovely creation for a bit, and think about what I want to do. Don't give me choices, mate. It's not good. Just tell me what to do, otherwise I will deliberate for forever. I'll see you in a bit. Hello, it is Monday. I have worked on it over the weekend. I abandoned my work on something different on a weekend day, self-set raw, whatever you call that. So I have actually got quite far. I'm just trying to work out which is the right side. It's this side. So I have done the brioche, as you can see. Let me show you the rear of the brioche. So I have some thoughts. I'm going to take you through my thought process for doing the brioche first. So I hunted for some like test knitters pictures to see what those looked like. I wasn't sure. I was torn between brioche, or that you can also do eyelets in this area. I liked the openness of the eyelets. I thought it looked nice for a shawl that could be sort of crossed over into the less colder months. And then when I looked at it more closely, and also my friend Mackenzie of Coddy Rumples and Coffee, go check out her video. She verbalized what I realized I was thinking, which is there was barely any mohair showing. So what is the point in having what is the point of having a contrast color if you only get little tiny blips of it, and add it to that mohair contrast color tiny bit? What is the point? So I went with brioche, and I wanted to do brioche anyway, so it's done, and it was okay. So the pattern he suggests, if you haven't done it before, try a little swatch. Well, swatching is for squares, because swatches are square. No, I do like to swatch when I want to know what I'm up to, but I'm halfway through. I'm not doing swatches. No. And I'm a fairly decent knitter, so we decided to wing it. Well, we got to the end. We ended on the wrong type of stitch. Picked back. It was only about 10-15 stitches. Picked back. Got to the end. Thought I'd sort of sussed it. No. I'd cocked it up right at the beginning. But that's fine. So there we are, unpicking 300 odd stitches. Started again, and then it was fine. No more flups from there. And I like it. I do like it. It's very squishy. The other thing I know about it is from Andrea Mowry of Drea Renee Knits. She always says that brioche grows when you block it, and I like to block my work because I like the stitch definition to show. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I don't know. Maybe I'll steam block it, but then if it gets yucky or smelly, I'll still have to wash it. I don't know. We'll find out. We're not changing now anyway. So yeah, my first experience of brioche. I quite like it. Obviously, because you're doing the same row twice each time, it's yeah, it works up slower. It's a bit boring, but we're there. It's fine. So the other things that are coming into my head with this now is you can barely see the contrast color. So it's a nice little pop, and I think also it's my choice in mohair. This is the mohair I chose. Compared to the actual contrast colour, it's a very different look. I don't hate it for other things, but I'm not sure it's out there enough for this. That is the other side, and I'm wondering if it would have been better to do it back to front, so use the mohair as the main colour, which I know Kelly's done, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Kelly of Aurora and Cades, she's vlogging her shawl make along, so go check her out. So yeah, I don't hate it. Trying to think what I could have done to make it better. Not going to change it, but you know, it's always good to learn from these things, I think. I'm loving the bubbles, which is just as well, because I've got another set of bubbles to do, and then another set of brioche, and then another set of bubbles. So I'm further ahead this time. Let's see if we can. So it's pretty big, and I think definitely this is the top. We're working up from what I can see at the moment. So this is going to be the bottom. So we're almost definitely going to be adding on to the bottom bit. I hope he doesn't make us add on to the I-cord. I don't like picking up stitches on an I-cord. I think that looks really untidy. But so far all the joins and all of the shaping looks very neat, which was another complaint I had about last year's. A lot of the joints looked really untidy, especially if you knit loose, which I do, and he does. He knits loose also, but I always go down a needle size. It's certainly going to be massive, but yeah, not too shabby. Yeah, I like this one. This is definitely how do you say, redeemed the Steam Westknits for me, because last year was so terrible. This one, all is forgiven so far. I mean, we've got another 2 weeks to go. Let's see. So off we go. Bit more knitting to do. Hello, it is Wednesday. No, yeah, it's Wednesday. Oh my gosh. So yesterday I didn't really feel like talking, so I hope the footage was entertaining for you. Just to finish off the bobble section that I did. I got some bad news yesterday. I was still processing, but able to talk again. I've actually been out today. So for those of you who aren't regular viewers, I had a major operation just over 4 weeks ago, and I've been housebound because of it. I'm not allowed to drive still, but I taxied to my friend, and then we had lunch, and then I came out again. So I've done nothing today, and then so consequently I am behind because I've got to do all of this all over again for a second lot. So I'm definitely going to be behind. But I'll get this done so that we can upload this in time, and hopefully week 3 won't be huge amounts of knitting. I do wonder where he's going to go next, because it can't possibly get any longer really on here. Maybe an I-cord bind off at the top. It's pretty massive. I can't show you exactly how massive because the cable isn't long enough, but yeah, I imagine. Actually, let me see if I can measure it. Hang on. So yes, the wingspan of this thing is 2.40 meters already, and there's going to be more increases, so maybe 2.5 meters wingspan by the time we're finished with the second section of brioche and bubbles. So yeah, it's pretty big. So hopefully we just cast that off. It will be a I-cord bind off. He loves his I-cord bind off, and that's fine because I quite like doing an I-cord bind off. It's very therapeutic. So yeah, let's talk about the brioche section. I used brioche double, 2 strands of brioche with no contrast colour because I thought that it would mute my contrast, and I love my contrast, even though it's dyeing my fingers. It's not usual that dye should come off on your fingers, but it is. But anyway, yeah, I was using 2 strands of this, not because he's doing it in his video, because he does say prior to his video, suggest you just go, excuse me, hiccups, 1 strand. I wanted it to be 2. I wanted it to be fluffier. It's nice, I like it. A couple of people in Discord have said that they've dropped a couple of stitches on the way where they've done it with 1 strand of brioche, 1 strand of mohair, and they're sort of speculating that it's because it's so thin, it's not getting picked up on the brioche steps. So I'm pretty pleased, because I am a bugger for dropping stitches when it's thin yarn. So he did say if you did it double, you probably won't have enough left for other mohair dares in the project, and it's nice, but actually I don't think I'm too upset about that. So we'll see. It might be that I have to do it singular if it's in another place, maybe held with the contrast, who knows. But yeah, I'm not too upset about that. I'm happy with where it's gone. I think once it's blocked out, it'll look nice. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I like that mohair colour entirely, but it's in now. I'm not undoing it. So I will upload this tomorrow, but there won't be. I won't be casting on. I won't be starting clue 3 tomorrow because I still have this to do. I will work on it all night, and I will work on it all weekend again. I didn't work on this exclusively. I've got a crochet project that I'm also doing. I did work on this mostly, but I get too tired to work on it all the time. So yeah, it's just going to take however long it takes, to be honest. Health comes first, right? So yeah, I will record step 3 as usual, and I will upload step 3 next week as per usual, and we'll just see where we get to when we get to it. But yeah, I'm happy. It's redeemed itself. I tried to pull the bubbles tighter this time. Tried to make this look like actual bubbles, but that's really hard. The back of the stitch is still quite long. Some are tighter than others. Yeah, interesting. This is what we do Stephen West projects for, isn't it? New techniques, new effects with yarn. He's pretty good for that. So yeah, I'll be back with clue 3, the finish of this, and clue 3 next week. Have a good week. If you're joining in with the MKAL, have a happy clue 3, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.